agenda. That is certainly our very strong recommendation.
Senator Hume.
Thank you very much, Mr President. My question is for the Minister for Jobs and Innovation, Senator Cash. And I refer to the minister's answer in question time yesterday. Can the minister further update the Senate about how the Turnbull government's policies are helping the manufacturing sector in Australia, with particular reference to my home state of Victoria?
The Minister for Jobs and Innovation, Senator Cash.
Well, thank you, Mr President, and I thank Senator Hume for her question. Mr President, yesterday I was pleased to advise the Senate about the Turnbull government's strong job creation record, in particular in relation to manufacturing jobs. Since we came to office in September 2013, almost 1.1 million jobs have been created. And in relation to the number of manufacturing jobs in Australia, we have seen in the 12 months to May an increase in the number of manufacturing jobs by 47,700. This is a good result, Mr President, but it only is a result because of the policies put in place by the Turnbull government. In relation to growth across the manufacturing sector, we've seen particularly strong growth in food product manufacturing. This actually had the largest increase in jobs, up by 12% or 23,100, followed by machinery and equipment manufacturing. This had in excess of 21,700 more jobs created, or up by 20%. And Senator Hume did ask about her home state of Victoria. Senator Hume, through the policies of this government, every manufacturer can rise to the challenge and become an advanced manufacturer if they choose to. In terms of an example in Senator Hume's home state, a business by the name of Quickstep Holdings in Victoria, they were the recipient of a $250,000 grant in which they have developed and commercialised carbon fibre composite technology. This company is a great example, Mr President, of advanced manufacturing in Australia. They have actually relocated, Senator Hume, their research and development function from Germany all the way to Geelong in Victoria. They have also worked with Deakin University researchers to refine the technology, including, Mr President, hiring 11 PhD students. This is good news for manufacturing jobs in Australia.
Senator Hume, a supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President, and I thank the minister for her answer. That is encouraging indeed. Can the minister enlighten the Senate how this compares to previous approaches to the manufacturing sector?
Senator Cash.
Well, Mr President, this government's approach is in stark contrast to the approach taken by those opposite when they were in government. In fact, the approach taken by those opposite, in particular Senator Carr obviously was the relevant minister, was disastrous for Australia. Mr President, it is a fact that under the former Rudd-Gillard government, they oversaw 1 in 8 manufacturing jobs being lost in this country under Labor. That equates to more than 127,000 manufacturing jobs were lost under the former Labor government. Compare that to the last 12 months to May of manufacturing jobs created under the Turnbull government, Mr President, and what we see is 47,700 manufacturing jobs created in the 12 months to May this year. Again, Mr President, you put in place the right economic policies, you will see businesses prosper and grow and create jobs for Australians.
Senator Hume, a final supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Is the minister aware of any risks to the Turnbull government's success in promoting the advanced manufacturing sector in Australia?
Order. I remind questions. I remind senators I would like to hear the question. Senator Cash.
Well, Mr President, yes, I am, and it is the stated policies of those on the other side, the Labor Party. What they don't understand is that you cannot implement policies that will actually tax businesses out of prosperity. If you increase taxes on business, they are not able to prosper, they are not able to grow. And, Mr President, when a business is not able to prosper and grow, it is not able to create additional jobs for Australians. It is a very simple proposition. An employer that has to close employs no one. But those on the other side don't understand this. And in relation to manufacturing jobs, as I said, if we were ever to return in Australia to the destructive policies of those on the other side. We saw last time 1 in 8 manufacturing jobs being lost. What more do they want? On this side of the chamber, we will always put in place job-creating policies.